Hey everybody, welcome back. I got my ears on today. Aren't these cute? These were at Torrid on clearance and I had a reward, so I used them. Anyways, as you can see, I'm here in all my red-faced glory. I thought I would do put some makeup on. So yeah, my face is particularly flushed this morning. I think just from my cold and everything. It's not irritated or anything. It's just a little warm and really red. So, but I'm going to do a video later on about an incentive that Avon has for February. And I thought, well, I'll film myself put my makeup on because people have been wanting Get Ready With Me. And I'll probably do 2 parts because I'm slow. I'm going to prep my lips with the Crave Lip Gloss in the Mint Apple because it matches my shirt. So I thought I would do that. This will be available in Campaign 5. I really am enjoying these lip glosses a lot. They're comfortable. I know I mentioned already that I love the honey tea, but it's like my fave for sure. And then I have already put done my skincare routine, and I used my new Hydra Fusion Serum, which you can see is getting used up quite quickly, and also my new Hydra Fusion gel cream, and I really like this, and I just thought I'd show you guys. You know, I buy this stuff and you don't really know if it gets used, but it does. This one's on its way out, so I've really been enjoying that, and I definitely know I'll be repurchasing this. I have a new serum coming from Avon, plus I have my Power Serum still to use up, so I don't know if I'll purchase this right away, but I really do like these two together. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Mostly Avon today. I'm going to have a few things that aren't. I have my Smashbox Photo Finish primer. So I'm going to put that on over my enlarged pores because they're yucky. And I do have like a mirror off to the side here that you guys can't probably see that good. I don't know why I'm bothering with my nose because I keep blowing it, so still. And my ears are like super clogged. The right one feels like, you know how like when you go in a swimming pool or in the bathtub, you're clogged up. That's how my right ear feels. And then my left one feels like it's halfway. Keith's dad this morning, I was eating my cereal, and his dad was asking me what kind of cereal I was eating, and I didn't even hear him. I was just like going along, eating my cereal, ignoring him. Everybody's like, Annie. Okay, so I have my Flawless liquid foundation from Avon in the color is Nude. I'm going to use that. Oops. Slipped out of my hand a little. So I'm just going to smear some around and then blend it in with a brush. I'm just doing a little bit on the nose because, like I said, I keep blowing it, so I need a Kleenex. Hold on. And I'm running low on my Kleenexes, and we didn't have to go out for anything today, so I got a roll of toilet paper that I've been blowing my nose with. This is a new brush to me. This is the e.l.f. Foundation Blurring brush, and I like it a lot. So it's not super big, and I'm just going in, trying to buff that in. I think one of the problems I have is that I haven't been, I've been buffing my foundation in too hard. Like, I think I put too much pressure on my brush. And so I'm trying to not do that. And this brush is really good to help me with that because even though it's dense, it's fluffy. So it's not as intense. Like, I can't scrub. You know what I mean? I don't know why I have a heavy hand when I'm blending. I'm going to scoot up closer to my mirror a little bit here. Can't see on my ears, but that's okay. So now this foundation usually does a good job on me, and I like it a lot. But you can see I've got some splotchy red here in here. Like I said, that might be from my cold. Also, we are in the middle of like the crazy polar vortex. You might have seen it on the news. We have a state of emergency today. It's supposed to end tomorrow at noon. This is my Avon concealer that I always use. Excuse me. And it's extremely cold here. Wind chills are like 40 below zero. And so our furnaces are running constantly, like non-stop. I mean, they are just running incessantly. I have to get a drink, excuse me. So my skin, and then yesterday I was feeling blah and I didn't do anything. Like I did just barely put moisturizer on. Got my faithful Powerade handy. I always drink Powerade when I'm not feeling the best. Let's see, where's my brush? Where's my brush? Here it is. And this is an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. Just gonna blend that in. So yeah, so our furnaces have been going like non-stop, and it's just really cold here. Now I haven't gone outside, so it's not like, you know, I'm out in the elements or anything, but still, I think just the fact that the furnace is going non-stop, it takes a toll, you know. So that helped tone that down just some here. But like I said, and plus this is raw or irritated because I keep blowing my nose, so tissue and that is rubbing up against my nose and my upper lip area and the inner portion here of my cheeks. So that's that. Yeah, so last night first of all, I'm gonna set my under eye area with my Besame Violet Brightening Powder. This made me think of a video I'm gonna do in the next few days. It's just a really finely milled light brightening powder. I'm going to put that in my under eye area. I want to do a video, and this is the e.l.f. highlighting brush. I'm going to use it to just go under my eye. I was thinking of, I wish Avon had an under eye setting powder that I could use. So I decided I'm going to do a video of things I would like Avon to come out with. And this is one of them. I would like an under eye setting powder. So I'm going to be compiling a list, you know, of things that I wish Avon would come out with this year or soon. I'm going to put a little bit right here. So last night it was like 10 o'clock or so, and we were watching a movie in bed, and all of a sudden our phones went off, like the alert when there's like a tornado or an Amber Alert. It scared the heck out of us. And it's because the governor issued a state of emergency and wanted everybody to turn their thermostats down to 65 to conserve natural gas in our area. Like the whole of Southeast Michigan got this. I'm going to use the contour stick and light. I should have done that before I set my under eyes, but I didn't think about it. Now I go heavy-handed on this because it blends out so easily. So don't worry about that. Just don't freak out. So yeah, so that we got that text or that message last night that they want us to keep our thermostats at 65. And I'm like, I don't know about that because we have kids' parents here, you know. And, excuse me, and I just didn't know, you know, if that was okay for them. You know, I mean, it's okay for us. And it was getting close to bedtime anyways. So I wasn't worried about us. But I just, you know, I didn't know if I felt comfortable turning it that low for them. So we ended up lowering it a few degrees, but we didn't put it right at 65. Since it was close to bedtime anyways. And they want us to do it until Friday. Today is Thursday. afternoon. This was last night, so it was Wednesday night. And they want us to do it until Friday. Now today isn't as bad as yesterday, and it's very sunny out, but it's still cold. The wind has died down, which is good, but it's still really cold. So I don't know, but yeah, it is what it is. As you can see though, this contour stick really blends out well, and I keep saying I'm going to order the medium. I think as long as I get it by summertime or when the weather starts to warm up and I have a little bit more color in my face, it'll be fine. But for now, the light is good for me. But it really is, you know, user-friendly. Like, it blends out really nicely. So then I have, I'm looking for my powder. I have this Avon pressed powder. It's the Flawless Mattifying Pressed Powder. My shade is Pink Fair. That shade is not available online anymore, or not available at all, actually. So, yeah. But I bought it at the outlet, so I'm just going to go ahead and just set a little bit of that contour stick, a little bit around my nose. I haven't been using, like, I've been trying to go a lot lighter on my powders because of my pores and my lines under my eyes. I want to really, especially like in this area, I don't want, when I smile lines, like my crow's feet and stuff, I don't want powder to collect in them. So, and as always, I say I'm not, this isn't a tutorial or anything like that. This is just me goofing around with my makeup before I do a video. So, next I have my blush is this Deep Plum. Now this is on the discontinued list. It's so pretty. Can you see? So it's on the discontinued list, and I don't even really know for sure if it's still available. I just grabbed it because I thought it looked pretty with the eyeshadow. So I'm just dipping it into my brush, or dipping my brush into it. And this is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. This is another really fluffy one. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that. I don't want to put too much because of the fact that my cheeks are red as it is from, you know, my cold and everything. The irritation from blowing my nose. So I'm just putting a little bit of that in. Making my face. So that is the Deep Plum, and again, that shade is on the discontinued list. And then I have a highlight that I'm going to use. It's the Avon True Color Moonlit Highlighting Powder in Quartz. I know I mentioned before too, I still want to get those Dazzle Drops. I just haven't done it yet. So that's the highlighting powder. Gonna go ahead and dip into that, and I'm just gonna use my same highlighting brush that I set under my eyes with, because I clean my brushes after I get done anyways. So there we go. Picked some more up there, so we can do a little bit more of a glow. I don't know if you can really see that. It's hard because I don't know like how it looks. In the viewfinder. I can see a little bit here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some right here and down the bridge of my nose. Although, like I said, it's going to get wiped off anyways when I'm a blowing. Alright, and then I brought out my Glow Bronzing Pearls in Sunkissed, but I don't know. What the heck. Let's use them. Why not? Why not, right? So these are really pretty, and these are the lighter ones. This is the Sunkissed, This is what they look like. They're really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and use that highlighter brush again. And I'm just going to swirl it around in there. Be careful that you don't pick up a pearl in your brush. Make sure you tap it out because sometimes it goes in there and you lose a pearl. I'm just going to kind of go over around where I put that contour stick. Since I'm not going to be out in the sun today, since it's -7 out right now without the wind, we'll just kind of go ahead and put that up there like maybe I was, right? All right, next we'll move on to eyeshadow primer, and I'm using e.l.f. eyeshadow primer today because I ran out of my Avon one, and that's, I cannot get this lid to go back down on the, because I have a styrofoam thing in there. There we go. So I'm using the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. This is like $1 or $2. It's really inexpensive, and I used to use this all the time, and since Avon has discontinued, it's on a doe foot, and I really like the doe foot, and I like that this is very lightweight and sheer. So that is another thing that is going on my list for Avon, is a thinner, like a sheer doe foot applicator eyeshadow primer. And this is just how I remember it. I thought maybe they might have changed it, because like I said, I haven't used this in years. This is a new tube. I just bought it over Christmas time, but yeah, I thought maybe it had changed, but it hasn't, and it's really nice. So if you're looking for an eyeshadow primer that is very affordable, now there's not a lot in here. You'd have to, you know, if you use eyeshadow every day, you probably only get 2 or 3 weeks out of that because it's so small, but it's only like $1 or $2. I think it might be $2. Now it used to be $1, but I think they raised it to $2. But it works. It gets the job done, so... Okay, so we got that on. And then I'm going to use the eyeshadow quad in Purple Haze that I hauled. I haven't even dipped into that yet. And I was looking at it earlier, and I really like this #1 shade. You can tell that it's got like a duo, like a shift to it. You know what I mean? Like it's, let's swatch it and see on my hand if we're going to be able to tell what I'm talking about. It's got like a pinky lilac shift. I don't know, kind of excited to use that. So, excuse me, 17 minutes in. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. That's slow. Oops. All right, there we go. Okay, that should be good. All right, so this is what the eyeshadow quad looks like here, and I am going to take the #2 shade, and I'm going to put it in my transition area. Let's see, what brush are we going to use? I've got just a crown brush, so I'm getting some of that on. I can move my mirror over more so that I'm... That's a really pretty shade. It's kind of like a rosy, it's like a pink purple shift. Very nice. I didn't think to trim my eyebrows either before I started. That's pretty. We'll do the same in the other eye. So yeah, I mentioned before on my list of things to do for this year, one is we need a new laptop. And once we get the new laptop, I'm going to get editing software because the one I have is old and it won't support any kind of new software or technology or anything like that. So once I have that, then I can do Get Ready With Me's and edit them to make them faster, so that they won't be so long. That'll be kind of nice. I'm kind of intimidated to learn how to edit, and to be honest with you, I never really had a desire to do it, but you know, it's the wave of the future, right? Everybody else edits. So yeah. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of that #3 shade, and I'm going to put that in just into the crease. Just kind of using that back and forth windshield wiper method motion. My camera will stop filming at 32 minutes, but what I'll do is it'll start up again and make a part 2. It does it as a safety mode or whatever. It shuts down, and then I'll just keep going. I'm not gonna like stop. We're at 20 right now, so. I'm gonna go ahead and buff that out a little. This one blends pretty nice. It's a nice one. I don't use purples very often, but that's pretty. Alright, and then I'm gonna do something on my lid. Let's see. We'll use that number 3 shade again. Well, no, let's use some of the number 1 shade right here. We're gonna put that on the inner like area. And I'm not trying to do anything fancy or nothing like that. I'm just playing with it. I'm just playing with it. And then I'm going to use that number 3 shade. Again, the little deeper one here. I'm going to put that over here. On the outside part of the lid to the middle. So I'm really excited about the, a little bit more of that, about those new liquid eyeshadows that are coming in campaign 8. I saw one of them at a meeting that we went to, and I got to swatch it, and I was hoping that they would be a dupe for the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows, because I have some of those, and the one that I swatched seemed to be a very similar to the Kitten Karma, or Karma Kitten, whatever that one's called, from Stila. So when those are available for purchase, you can bet that I'm getting them. And we're gonna try them out and see. I have 4 shades of the Stila that I can compare with, so hopefully we'll be able to find some dupes in there. But I think it's going to be really, I don't know, really neat to have those. So I think it's going to be a really fun way to add into the current selection of eyeshadow quads that they have, because you can like pop them on and make some good drama. I'm going to put some number 1 back on again over, well, you know what, I'm going to go in the number 2. We're going to go in the number 2 again and see what we can do. Just putting it right here. Just playing around. Ooh, that makes a pretty, like a pretty little shift there. Very nice. Same thing on the other lid. Hard to see exactly if those look totally even. I think it's pretty. And then I'm going to use the number 4 shade, which is like a charcoal here, right here. We're going to deepen up the crease and outer V. And I have a little tiny tapered brush for that I'm going to use. It packs a little bit of a punch. So just doing that like out here on the outside of the crease to the maybe the middle of my crease. Not going in all the way. And then I'm going to also put a little bit right here on the outer edge of my lid. And then I'm going to blend. Blend. So far, I haven't had to blow my nose. I haven't had a sneezing fit. So that's good. Where did my other brush go? I just laid it down. Where did I lay it? It's probably right in front of me and I just can't see it. What the heck? Oh, here it is. That's not what I was using. I swear. I swear I'm a doofy. Okay. And then I'll repeat it with the other eye. So I placed my order last night, and I ordered that Love at First Lash mascara. I finally remembered to get that, so I'm glad of that. In the black, so that'll be coming. And then I ordered some stuff that I didn't even think I wanted, but changed my mind and decided I had to have it. So, you guys, I ordered 2 Mark items, and Mark is leaving. Mark is going to be completely gone in campaign 9. There will not be any more new Mark clothing, new Mark makeup, new Mark jewelry, or anything, which is kind of a bummer, you know. I mean, it is what it is, but it's a bummer. So, I ordered a jacket and some earrings. I'm just blending that out a little bit. Alright, and then I need to run something under my lower lash line. Let's try this number 2 shade again. I don't know, it might be too light. It's so pretty. I got eye boogers. I think Erin, you were right. She commented one time, I said, how did these eye boogers just develop? And she said she thought it was because of the powder in our products. Like the dust from the powder collects there. And that makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, it really does. Oh, my eye's twitching. I don't know if you can feel it. Or if you can feel it, if you can see it. But that makes sense. Use some of this number 3 shade too, the plummy shade. Just out here. It doesn't take me this long to put my makeup on normally, but I guess it's because I'm talking or whatever. Oops, there we go. Alright, and then I'm going to put some liner on. I have on my Faithful Blackest Black Glimmerstick. Just going to do it in my waterlines like I always do. And there's new eyeliners coming out. I don't know what campaign that's coming out in. But there'll be, oh, there's going to be a white one again for our inner rim. Which is kind of exciting. Whoops. I didn't bring a Q-tip either to fix any bloopers. So, I don't know what campaign that's coming out though. But as soon as I know, you'll know. My eyes are like really watery because of my cold. Ugh. I'm trying to put a little bit more in my upper without it watering too badly. Okay, here's the cap. And then I pulled out my Midnight Plum, I think. Is that the name of it? Let me see. Magestic Plum Glimmerstick too. I thought I could run a little bit of that along that lower lash line. Even though we got some shadow down there, I thought, it won't hurt. Right? Since we're just goofing around and... I don't reach for these colored glimmer sticks very often. So I thought, well, I thought that might be just something different, right? And then I think I'm going to go back in with my eyeshadow quad and put a little bit more of that number 2 shade over my lower lash line again. I don't know why I don't ever use purples that often, because I think they're pretty. We'll do brows next, and then I'll do mascara. So like I said, I know it's getting into the half an hour zone. My brow, but the camera will turn off automatically, so you'll notice like a little hitch between the two parts, but not bad. I'm using my brow powder from IT Cosmetics. I don't have, I do have my Avon brow pencil in tawny, but lately I have been needing, I don't know, it hasn't been working for me the greatest, so I think I'm going to try the Avon brow powder and mixing it with the Glimmerstick to see. But I have to admit, I am a pretty big fan of this pencil. It's one I reach for most often. It's like effortless, you know. I mean, it just does such a good job. I love it. I haven't used a ton of different brow products. I mean, I'm not by any means an expert, but as far as brow pencils go, I think this is the best one I've ever used. And I know I shouldn't say that during an Avon Get Ready With Me, but it's the truth. The